Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sitting on my back porch doing some reading for my graduate course. I have this book called Framework Leadership by Kent Engel. He is the president of SEU, and that's where Carrie and I are going to school. And this big, fat book, Leadership Theory, which is nearly impossible to understand. But as part of the assignment for this week's class, we were asked to watch a video presentation, a TED Talk by Simon Sinek. And some of you know Simon Sinek. He's a well thought of leader and coach. Have any of you read some of his books, like Start With Why? Love to know how many people are familiar with Simon Sinek and his coaching. And I just wanted to jump on the live stream and share with you something that I've been mulling over. We just celebrated 15 years in the marketing business, and sometimes it's hard to put in perspective what being in business 15 years is like, especially early on. I remember one year where I didn't take a paycheck at all year. I remember filling out my tax return, and the accountant said, what'd you do that year? I was like, well, living off savings and putting things together. The joys of starting your own business is you get paid last. Marilyn, welcome. And some people say, oh, it's great to be in business. I always tell people, well, it is great to be in business, but the hardest thing is you're hiring your first employee, because when you're starting small, unless you have a really dramatic growth curve, when you hire somebody, you're basically saying, I'm going to be paying this person, before me. And, oftentimes when you are accelerating, it means literally that some weeks or some months you're not taking a paycheck. And what Simon Sinek's TED Talk was talking about, the golden circle, and the conversation of how, what, and why, and the impact on a business. And his point is that there's leaders, and then people who inspire us, people who lead, and leaders are people in a position of authority or power. But the people who inspire us or who lead us is often because they buy into your why. What do you believe in? And so I want to take a minute as a business owner to tell you what I believe in. And what's my why? Every day I get up and I'm excited to get up. And my why is how do I help auto dealers be more successful with their business? That's our primary clientele. And being in digital marketing for 15 years is like 100 years in dog years. Why do I say that? Because many of the companies that were around 15 years ago, or the people leading digital marketing companies in automotive, have moved on, sold their business, retired, moved into something else. Some people have gone over the deep end, and some people just recently we lost from COVID. And I will say that every morning I get up and I'm excited to just help one more dealer. And what do I believe in? I believe that my clients deserve someone who cares about their business. I believe that I should be educating my clients so they feel more comfortable with the changes that are going on. I believe that through thoughtful preparation and education, we can create a competitive edge. There's always a shiny object out there, right? Someone says, oh, this tool is magic. But I believe that it's less about the shiny objects and it's more about the consideration of the dollars and the trust that a client gives you as a marketing company. And let me explain. A franchise car dealer, not an independent car dealer, so somebody who owns a Honda or Mercedes or multiple stores, really have invested millions and millions of dollars in risk to operate that business. Millions of dollars of inventory on the ground, millions of dollars in loans to build out facilities. And it's amazing how quickly some businesses will give their marketing to a company based on price. And I've always tried to be fair and market price like every business. But my why is that I really want to innovate. I want to be a partner. I want to bring new ideas and new thoughts to my customers. And not all auto dealers value that. And what Simon Sinek reminded us in his TED Talk is that your goal as a successful business is to find other people who believe what you believe in. And when you're hiring people, hire people who believe in what you believe in. Anybody will work for a check, but if you really want to have a transformational business, you need to find people who believe in what you believe. And that's why I've been blessed with so many people that have been with me now 10 plus years. Again, in the marketing world, that's an unbelievable statistic. So when I think of my brother Glenn, who's one of my early employees, or Tony Frieda, Lisa Grande, when I think of Denise Casagrande, just wonderful people who have believed in what I believed in, and that is do the best for our clients, to really invest in their future. And it always motivates me because I'm a student of learning. I always want to be learning. I always want to bring ideas to the public. And that's why I've written 9 books. That's part of my why, because I believe that I want to attract the car dealers who believe in someone who cares about their business, who believes in education and innovation, who believes in stable management of their multi-million-dollar business from a marketing perspective. Unfortunately, many of the OEM marketing programs, so the manufacturer endorsed programs, are primarily about price. They go out to marketing agencies and say, I want you to give me the lowest price, and I want you to do X, Y, Z. And the concern really isn't about turnover or stability of account management or really return on investment, but a lot of it has to do with checking the boxes and more machine-like marketing. And is our agency perfect? No. Have we had people who've messed up things? Sure. But we've also admitted that and learned from that and help us to motivate to do the best thing. And so when I was thinking about Simon Sinek's video of What's Your Why, it really encouraged me because I love getting on calls with people who want to brainstorm, who want to innovate. Just this week, I had 2 calls with 2 different dealer groups where we're literally just thinking out of the box. And I know that's a trite term, but I'm asking questions. What are you doing about retention? Who's your local competitor? What's your market demographics like? What have you tried? What haven't you tried recently? What about this? What about that? And it's done from a senior account management role. It's done from a collaborative role. And that's hard to replicate when you're hiring people out of college, paying them a minimal wage. The account managers stay 1 or 2 years, maybe 9 months, and they move on. And so our why is to really innovate and to provide insights that are not common. You know, when Apple really turned their business around, people bought into their why, is that they were really going to reimagine technology and make it more useful and easier. And everyone bought into that story, into their design, which was an output of their why. And, you know, I'm looking for 2021, and I'm more excited than ever that over the last 15 years, we've kind of refined our why. We have a very stable team who loves what we do, loves our clients, loves to learn. You know, we host 2 great conferences each year where hundreds and hundreds of people come out and learn from us. We have online courses where hundreds and hundreds of people are learning and wanting to learn. And these are the people that believe in my why, that through a better understanding, through better collaboration, through innovation, we can really create a working business model. In March, I'm doing a one-day summit. Again, why do a one-day summit? Is because automotive retail is changing again. And everyone out there is selling tools, but very few people are helping auto dealers reimagine what the customer experience is going to look like. What's the end result that you want? My brother Glenn, has said this a number of times, is start with the end in mind. What's the customer experience you want, car dealer, when somebody comes to your website or comes into your showroom? And working back, it's amazing. 15 years in this business, and car dealers have 3, 4, 6, 8, 10 tools that don't talk to each other. Some are sitting on the shelf, and no one's really trying to help them reduce labor costs, create a better customer experience, reduce waste, be more effective in the marketing. And that's my why. Like, I get excited. I don't sell websites, and I don't sell CRM products, and I don't sell trade tools, and I don't sell market valuation tools. What I really want to do is help dealers create a more unified, seamless experience for consumers. Yesterday, I did a webinar. We had about 200 people register, about 105 or 10 showed up. And here's what the comments: Brian, thanks for simplifying. Thanks for making it interesting. Thank you for just talking in a language that we could apply to our business. Thank you for caring. And that's our why. I get up every day and I really care. When a dealer calls me up and says, Brian, I have a problem, I don't say, oh, gee, another problem. Like, okay, let's dig in. What's the problem? What's the circumstances? What do we need to do? And that gets me excited. I don't know how many dealers have that experience with their agency. I don't know. But here's what I do know. Dealers have a multi-million-dollar business, and they're trusting their online presence and online marketing to a bunch of people who maybe are just collecting a paycheck. They're not aligned with the dealer's passion. And granted, as I mentioned, we're not perfect. But the video today from Simon Sinek from my class just reminded me that I need to remind my team about our why. I need to make sure that the people who are executing the marketing for our clients are fully bought into the why. Denise Casagrande, who's the president of our agency, she is fully bought into our why, and she's motivated. And I'm so excited to have her leading the team. She does a much better job of organizing the details and the customer accounts than I did. But at the end of the day, the buck stops with me, right? It's what's our why? To really care and completely innovate what it means to have an online presence for automotive retail. It's not about the website. It's how you use the website. It's not the marketing, but how do you leverage the marketing tools? It's not about your CRM. It's how you use it to communicate. It's not being online, but how can you be present online? I think that's the big message for 2021 that I want to educate the car dealer community, is that you have a website that's not staffed. You staff your phones, you staff your showroom, but thousands of people a month come to your website with questions. And most of the time, the dealer just pops up a form and says, no one's here to help you. We'll call you some other time. And then we chase them down and hound them. And sometimes car dealers get a bad rap because they send out 8 emails and 6 phone calls in a week, and the consumer feels like, who does that? Who badgers me? It could have all been avoided if the dealer had a vision that said, why not serve the customer when they're on the website instead of chasing them? And this is part of my why. It's so clear to me that marketing agencies have to stop taking dealers' money and throwing traffic to their website if the website experience sucks. And if my numbers are correct, 8 out of 10 consumers, listen to 8 out of 10 consumers who have a question on a dealer's website will not get their question answered in the moment, in their shopping experience, when they're ready to make decisions. Listen, 8 out of 10, only 20% of the people that really have a question when a dealer pops up a form, 8 out of 10 don't get the answer they need in a timely fashion. And we spend so much time chasing them. So what's the why that gets me up? Is the reinvention of automotive retail. It's the concern about that dealer's book of business and retaining their clients and to maximizing their market share and their market penetration. And yeah, there's 100 people who could run Google ads and Facebook ads and do SEO. But who's really caring about the entire experience and the entire value chain? And we're one of a handful of companies that are really focused on that. That's our why. Are we the best at everything? No. But no one has me, and no one has our team, and no one has the experience that we have. And so, it just hit me to remind the dealer community, the people who follow me, if you're looking for a better experience, if you're really looking for a team that cares, if you're looking to reimagine automotive retail, it can't be by looking for the cheapest guy in town or changing partners every 6 months because you're impatient or chasing a shiny object. I did a quote yesterday that said that chasing best of breed is a fool's errand. Seamless integration of your sales process and technology beats best in breed every single time. And I shared that yesterday in the webinar, and a lot of people resonated with that. They just like, yeah, we do a lot of stupid things. Yeah, we buy things and don't even worry about if they're working or how to measure what they're working. And can our agency handle transforming the automotive industry? No, by ourselves, absolutely not. That's why I do webinars that for free. That's why I publish books for free. I don't hold anything back because I want the whole industry to grow. I want to innovate our industry. But for the dealers who really want what I want, which is the best customer experience, the best sustainable business model at the lowest cost with the best return on investment for their total capital, which would be their building, their inventory, their staff, their marketing, their showroom. That's really what dealers need. They don't need a la carte services that they change every 6 or 9 months because they're impatient, because no one's really helping them see that chasing the shiny object isn't what they need, isn't going to change the needle. In 2021, we have some dealers who are on their 3rd digital retailing software platform. Think about that. 3. Digital retailing in general in this new tool set is relatively new. How can dealers be on 3 digital retailing platforms? Why? Because people are just selling them the next shiny object. They're not talking about integration. They're not talking about training, or they're not staffed for it. And so a dealer thinks, hey, this is going to change my life. Expectations are set high. Throw this out. Let's go to someone else. How much longer can our industry do this, especially when the larger dealer groups are getting larger every day? They are working to create a unified customer experience. They are working to have a unified, seamless data stream. They are using marketing automation and data intelligence to create a competitive edge. The standalone dealers, the smaller dealer groups, absolutely have to wake up that chasing the flavor of the day, chasing the shiny object, placing things on their website without measuring the consumer impact, playing chase instead of serve, are all broken business strategies. And you know what? I understand why other agencies don't bring this up. Because if they have someone who's just out of college or 1 or 2 years in automotive, they can't stand up to a dealer principal or general manager and say, listen, you're doing things wrong. I can, because I'm absolutely confident what the future of automotive retail should look like. And Do we make mistakes? Sure. Do we test things that don't work? Sure. But we're moving the ball forward. I will tell dealers, your website looks like Joseph's Technicolor Dreamcoat and with no clear call to action. I will tell dealers that their photos suck and they should be using like a SpinCar 360. I will tell dealers that their email templates and their workflows are horrible, because I want to work with people who want to get better. It's easy to yes somebody. You go into a dealer group and say, you're the best, and it's an honor to work with you, and just sell them things and collect the paycheck and not buy into the true vision to help others. And I'm just different that way. My why isn't about money. It's really about getting up every day and helping people. Zach said, so true, Brian, you have an amazing digital retail website and presence. But if you don't have a process to complement that in the dealership, you are not going to provide the best possible experience. Absolutely. It's a combination. I normally deal with the marketing and data side. My brother, Glenn, who's a partner in a business, helps with the in-store and communication process. Together, it's like right brain, left brain. We walk into a dealer, and some calls I'm leading, some calls Glenn's leading, some calls Denise and our team is leading. But we're all unified in this why, to really reimagine automotive retail and to speak boldly. Sometimes people say, Brian, you're just too blunt, or you just are too to the point. Some people aren't ready for that. And I understand that. That's just my style. Really successful people don't have time to waste, and they don't need someone else coming into their dealership laying out a bunch of platitudes about how great they are and things. Brent, thank you for that positive word of encouragement. So I just want to share with you today, it's a nice afternoon in Boca Raton, and I'm more excited than ever about the year ahead. Dealers have had a tremendous year of pent-up demand due to COVID. Business is normalizing now. Inventory supply is tight, but 2021 will be more like previous years, where dealers are going to have to really work hard to break new records, to increase their profitability, to reduce labor costs. And it's not going to happen if they chase flavor of the day, if they chase shiny object, if they have 12 cooks in the kitchen trying to make a gourmet meal. And so I just want to state that for the auto dealers who truly want to reinvent automotive retail, those are the people that I want to work with. If you resonate with that why, I'd love to talk to you. And remember, it doesn't mean that we as an agency have to do everything. I was just on a call today with a large dealer group, and all I'm doing is coordinating and providing exceptional insights to move the group forward. And they're very happy with their agency. They just know that they only know what they know, and everyone's learning together, and I'm pushing the group and their agency to new levels, and it's a great collaboration. There's many different ways in which we work with people, but I wanted you to know our why. We believe we are uniquely gifted with reimagining automotive retail. There is a better way for automotive retail, and through better processes, through better website design, through better technology integration, through better communication strategies, modern retail is possible. March 17th, we're doing a one-day live stream. I'm inviting the OEMs, the vendor community, the dealer community to join the conversation on what modern retail simplified looks like. And that's going to be an exciting event. You'll see some promotion for that. But our why is we are absolutely passionate about our ability to reimagine and reinvent automotive retail. How we do it and what it looks like will vary for each client. But at the end of the day, I am absolutely pumped about getting up each day and pursuing that. So I'm sharing that today just because I was inspired by Simon Sinek to share my why. Why 15 years I still get up every day, why I'm still in Google Analytics, why I'm still working on new video strategies, why I love getting challenges from dealers, why I still give free education, why I'm still writing books, is because I believe that dealers deserve a world-class partner in their business. Their multi-million dollar investment shouldn't be thrown to the cheapest vendor or flavor of the day. And there are a number of good people out there. It's just that not everyone is laser focused on ROI. And I wanted to throw it out there. Zach and Lisa and Marilyn, thank you for your comments in the live stream. I'll put my email address in here. Let's just pop it in, because why not? For those of you who don't know how to reach out to me, if you'd like to chat about reimagining what it looks like to work with an agency, to have a consultant really helping you transform what automotive retail looks like, love to talk to you about that. And I want to wish everyone, it's mid-month, right? So we need to finish up strong. And more importantly, whatever we plan to do for 2021, we got to make sure we have a clear way to execute it, and then inspect and measure to make sure it's working, and iterate that multiple times. Don't get stuck in executing a plan and not measuring, or willing to throw it out and do something new, because automotive retail is so dynamic. New players coming in and out all the time. And well, I'm keeping my eye on the ball every day for our clients. And that's what I'd like to do for those of you in automotive retail who are looking for something different. Hope you enjoyed this little chat. It's been therapeutic for me. I haven't kind of stated our why in a long time. And that's what motivates me to get up every day, to learn, to educate, to give, to share, to encourage, because, well, it is absolutely clear we have a gift and a talent for making a difference for our clients. So have a great month. Look forward to seeing many of you on March 17th for our live stream event called Modern Retailing Simplified. Look for details on brianpash.com. We'll have a link and a page, and our sponsors and agenda will be firming up in the next few days. Talk to you soon.